This is part two of talks that began yesterday with the Ukrainians. Today it's the Americans and the Russians. The Americans are hoping eventually to get an agreement to extend the existing ceasefire covering energy infrastructure to include the Black Sea, covering shipping there, as well as to thrash out some of the details of how things like monitoring will take place on the energy infrastructure, for example, and what happens if it's breached. Both presidents agreed to an energy infrastructure ceasefire, and Russia has interpreted this very strictly as targeting energy plants and electricity infrastructure, but it has continued, as the Ukrainian president noted, to bombard Ukrainian cities, and that's going to clearly be an issue going forward as the US tries to achieve a more comprehensive ceasefire. The US in particular has been pressuring Ukraine on various aspects of the war, and to try and push it to a position where it will make concessions. It's demanded very little from Russia, and Russia has offered practically nothing. We do have to remember that Russia started this war, and the efforts of the United States now to end this war could be shortcut very quickly if Russia simply withdrew its forces back to the international line. Clearly, Vladimir Putin is not going to do that, so any compromise deal that the US thrashes out is going to involve some loss of Ukrainian territory. The US doesn't have much expectation that Europe will be able to put some kind of force on the ground that would tip the balance in this war. And so it's very much taking the view that Russia has always taken, in fact, that this is a matter for discussion between the US and Russia, and that the two of them will thrash out some agreement that will be presented to the Ukrainians and to Europeans to accept and sign up to.